Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking some time to click on this video. I greatly appreciate it. I went back to Giant today. I had a few things I was going to pick up today, but then in the Telegram group I'm a member of this morning, one of the ladies mentioned that she heard that the summer already went from 75% off to 90% off. So when I got to the store, I checked it, and all the tags still said 75% off, but I took this stuff up to the register, and sure enough, it all rang up for not 95% off, for 90% off. So let's go ahead and start over here. So here's all the summer stuff I picked up. I was eyeing up this cooling quilted throw the other day, but did not get it, but there was still one left when I went there today at 90% off, and then I grabbed a couple of these cute beach totes. I stuffed this one so you guys could kind of see the size of it. Also, there's like a ton of tennis balls at my store. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but they're 90% off. And, sometimes my son likes to go and just bat tennis balls around, with his friends. So I figured I'd pick up some of those. There was this candle, fresh linen, and also this barbecue set. There was still a bunch of other stuff too, plates and cups and Coca-Cola stuff, but a lot of the stuff I showed you the other day in pictures was still there, but this is all I was really interested in. So let's go over what they cost. Okay. So this 3-piece set here, and it has what does it have in there? Let's see, that the fork, the tongs, and the spatula is normally $17.49, so it's $1.75 today. The tennis balls are only 90 cents instead of $9. What is this one for $1.10? Oh, that's the candle, was normally $10.99, so it's $1.10. The 2 beach totes are only $2 instead of $19.99. And the cooling throw is only $2.50 instead of almost $25. So even with tax, it was only $10.87 for all of this really cute stuff. I was really excited to pick that up. So I went ahead and did this deal today. So when I was in the store, one of the boxes that's included in this sale, and I snapped a picture of it, I'll put it up here on the screen, is talking about a promotion that apparently has been going on for a while, where if you spend $20, you get a $10 virtual Visa card. And I'll also put a screenshot up of what it is included in it, but it's basically the 42 count or lower of these Frito-Lay bags of mixes of chips, I guess I should say. Rice-A-Roni, 15 ounce or smaller, I think, for the boxes. You can also get the individual cups. The Quaker Chewy bars are included, and they're actually on their own deal this week for buy 6 and get 300 points, which is 30 cents off a gallon of gas, which is $7.50 in free gas if you get all 25 gallons. So you could do this with the Quaker bars instead of the chips. And there was a few other things included too, but I'll definitely have some screenshots up and a link in the description box below for this. So the spend 20 and get the $10 Visa card. I guess it's a Visa card. I submitted my receipt, but we'll get to that. It does say after promotions, after coupons. So if you put these into a really large transaction or something, and you get because these are part of the spend 20 and get $10 in instant savings, maybe they won't notice if you're below $20 with the instant savings. I'm not really a risk taker, so I just did it the nice, easy way, made sure my receipt showed more than $20. So these, again, are part of the spend 20 and get $10 in instant savings. So they're only $9.99 a piece. I wanted to do it twice. So that's not going to get you to $40 to get $20 in instant savings. It's also not going to get you to $20 after the instant savings to get the $10 Visa. So there's 2 things I added in here. I added in one of the gems, because I did have a $1 off one Catalina coupon that I printed out. So that is part of the spend 20 and get the $10 in instant savings. So $9.99, $9.99, $9.99, and $9.99, and 2 puts you over $40 to get the $20 in instant savings. However, you still need to hit the $20 mark to get that $10 Visa. And since Rice-A-Roni is included, I put that in for $1.50. So let's go over the math. Okay, so the chips are normally $12.99, so 4 would cost you $51.96. The gem is $2.29, and the Rice-A-Roni is normally $1.89, so it'd be $56.14 for these 6 items. The chips are $9.99, so 4 of them will cost you $39.96. So again, not at $40 to get the $10 in instant savings twice. So the gem is on sale for $2. So those 5 items together now is at $41.96. Which would give you $20 in instant savings for spending spend 20 and get $10 in instant savings twice. but that would still you still wouldn't have $20 worth of participating products for the other promotion, which is the spend 20 and get the $10 Visa card for the Frito-Lay and Rice-A-Roni products. So with the Rice-A-Roni added in, everything is $43.46. I did get my $20 in instant savings, making it $23.46. I had a $1 Catalina coupon for the gem, making it $22.46. Then I went to the Frito-Lay website, and they have some coupons, and it says to click on them to add them to your wallet. So I did, and I had no idea where they went at first. It just said they were in my wallet, and I couldn't find the wallet anywhere. But when I would click on them, they would come up that they were like an OTC payment. So there was 50 cents off one box of chips. And I clicked on it a couple times, and a barcode finally came up. But that wouldn't work at store. They tried to scan it, and it took me forever to figure out where in the world the wallet was and where the coupon actually went to. Apparently, it put it in my Apple wallet. And I never would have thought that, but I was reading through all the fine print, trying to figure out where it was, and it told me it was in my digital wallet app. And I was like, what the heck is that? So I checked my Apple wallet, which I don't use, and that's where the coupons from the Frito website went to. So I didn't know this while we were in store, and they kept trying to scan that 50-cent OTC payment, and it wouldn't work, so they just took 50 cents off for me, which I thought was very nice. They didn't have to do that. So at this point we're at $22.46. They put that 50 cents through as a store coupon for me. So my receipt total was $21.96, which is $20.96 in rebate products, and then also an additional $1 for the gem. So they should be able to look at my receipt and clearly see, that I had spent over $20 and I should be able to get my $10 gift card. So for the rebate itself, what is on my receipt that totals over $20 is the $39.96 in chips and $1.50 in Rice-A-Roni, which is $41.46. The $20 in instant savings made it $21.46, and the 50-cent digital they put through for me made it $20.96 in products on my receipt that count towards that rebate. The additional $1 on my receipt is the $2 gem that I had a $1 digital coupon for. So here is what my receipt looks like. So you can see all the chips there, the Rice-A-Roni, the gem, the two $10 discounts for spending 20 twice, the $1 Catalina that scanned just fine for the Fancy Feast, the 50 cents they put through for me. I had 3 cents in tax, so on here it's actually $21.99. So here's the issue that I ran into. So this is you might run into the same thing. So I got on the Frito-Lay rebate website, which I'll have linked in the description box below. I submitted my receipt, and it says it's scanning for qualifying products. So it was scanning, and it came back and said that it couldn't find any qualifying products. And I think it might be because Giant receipts don't show UPC codes on them. So then I, kind of got in a little closer on the receipt and scanned it, and submitted it again. And this time it said it was a duplicate receipt. So I went down to where it says, contact us at the bottom of, the promotion website. And then you can choose, what your issue is. And I chose that I had trouble with my receipt. So I explained the whole thing to them in there. And then I also broke down the math for them too, because I figured that would help. And then I uploaded a copy of the receipt. So hopefully I'll get my $10 Visa back, but just know that it could be a little finicky. I just want to let you know that going into it, that it was not smooth sailing. Sorry about that. 2 people tried to call in the middle of my recording. So anyway, we were at $21.96, and then with the $10 Visa, it would only be $11.96 for all of these products. Sorry that was so long-winded, but I really wanted to make sure I explained to you everything that I went through, the math and the breakdown. Okay, so then I have really been enjoying these little Snapples that I got the other day, especially the Snapple Apple. And this is part of the buy 4 and get 500 points, which is 50 cents off a gallon of gas, which is $12.50 in free gas if you pump all 25 gallons. And you guys know I go with my gas cans. So I wanted to do this again because, check your fetch account, we now have $1.50 back or 1,500 points when you spend $12 on Snapple. And I did get it back for these. Also, there's another promotion for Snapple that On My Way to Coupon has been telling me about for the past couple months, where if you upload your Snapple receipts, and I'll have this linked in the description box below too, you'll get points towards free movie tickets or merchandise for the Fantastic Four movie that came out last month. So I went ahead and submitted for that as well. So we'll get into that. So what I ended up doing is getting these buy 4 and get 500 points twice, because these cans of chicken are also included in it, and my son loves those, so I figured we get this. So I wanted to make sure to do that fetch rebate twice, the spend 12 and get $1.50. So I needed $24 in Snapple to get $3 back on fetch. So I picked up 5 of those, and then 3 cans of chicken. So I had 8 items. So the Snapples are usually $7.99, so 5 of them will cost you $39.95. The chicken is $5.29, so 3 will cost you $15.87, so $55.82 for all of these products. So the Snapple is on sale for $5, so 5 of them cost me $25. So I was able to get the $3 back on Fetch for that, $1.50 for every $12. And the chicken's on sale for $4, so 3 cost me $12. So it's $37. I did get my 500 points back twice, or $25 in free gas, making it $12, and my $3 back on Fetch. So it made it $9 for everything here. So here is my receipt. You can see all those Snapples on there. And then the chicken, and then there was $1.50 in tax, but we don't like to talk about that. So it's it was $37 before tax. And in case you don't know where the points show up on your receipt, I wanted to fold this over and show you how I got 500 points twice. Okay, so the other deal is with scanning Snapple products to get points towards Fantastic Four stuff. Now that only runs through September 5th. And that's it. So that's going to be over at like the end of next week. So I scanned my receipt from today, and I scanned my receipt actually from the other day, from Friday too. So the deal with that is you're going to get, for every dollar, you get 100 points. So I spent $45 technically on Snapple products. So $25 today and $25 the other day. So if both of my receipts get approved, then I will get 4,500 points. And then as you can see on the list of things that you can get here that have to do with the Fantastic Four, that is enough to get, for 1,500 points, you get like $15 credit towards a movie ticket. And then you can also get $20 credit in like concessions. So I figured if my son wanted to take one of his friends, he'd have like a free movie ticket and like $20 in concessions, which I thought was pretty darn good. The one thing I did not do, and I realized in the instructions from the Snapple promotion later, is they do want you to star the products on the receipt. So hopefully they find them fine. If they don't, hopefully they'll just let me resubmit them. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.